Is it minimalistic or boring? This is the Black by Blue Brave Classic 1986. I would say the specifications of the classic 1986 automatic are rock solid for the price. So firstly, the Black by Blue Brave, classic 1986 automatic uses a dome sapphire crystal. So as aforementioned numerous times in my previous review, I'm a huge advocate for sapphire crystal due to the inherent scratch resisting properties. I always look for sapphire crystal in my modern watches as it really adds greatly to the watch durability. And despite being a dress watch, the classic 1986 automatic has an impressive water resistance rating of 100 meters, rendering this robust enough for virtually all everyday activities. Flipping over to the back, it's actually powered by the Miyota 8215 movement. So some specs, the Miyota 8215 possesses a power reserve of 42 hours, it has 21 joules, and accuracy of about negative 20 seconds to plus 40 seconds per day, and it hand winds. So you can see here that it's visible through this exhibition case back, and it features a very lovely gilded rotor. You can see shining here. That's also adorned with Geneva striping. Maybe I bring a bit closer to the camera. There you go. Such a nice custom rotor is quite rare at this sub 300 Singapore dollars price point. So yeah, I think it's a very good touch. The classic 1986 automatic also comes default on this matching faux alligator leather strap. The alligator embossing does reinforce the dressy nature of the watch, but the embossing, let me bring this a bit closer, does look a bit shallow, a bit cheap, and the lining is quite average as well. It will get the job done, but it's only genuine leather, so the strap won't patina over time, and it likely won't last very long. There is, however, a sign buckle, you can see it here, which is a nice detail at this price point. All in all, the classic 1986 automatic punches above its price point. As a dome sapphire crystal, a surprisingly high 100 meters of water resistance, and is powered by a robust Miyota movement that has a bonus of being nicely decorated. The only kink is really this lackluster leather strap, although that can be easily resolved by a third-party option. Now moving on to its design, even though it doesn't reinvent the wheel, I would say the Black by Blue Brave Classic 1986 automatic does possess a classic design that makes it stylistically versatile. So it comes in actually 4 colorways, black, green, blue and ivory white. Of the 4, blue and green are most striking due to the sunburst dial, which you can see here. It really interacts beautifully with the light. Under a certain shade, the dial is a deep royal blue. In direct light, however, you can see that it morphs into like a vibrant purple. The sunburst dial feels alive, resulting in a captivating wear on the wrist. Alright, so taking a closer look, other aspects of the dial are also well done. For one, all these applied indices and the applied logo gives the classic 1986 automatic a sense of depth. In addition, these slender leaf hands really accentuate the dressy nature of the watch, while the lollipop second hand that you see here gives it a nice retro touch. My only knock is this date window. I would prefer for the window to match the dial color, so having like a blue date window for example, or at least have the font in blue. As of now, just a very standard small cutout which feels like afterthought. Moving on to the case, it's a rather simple affair and is polished throughout without much contrast of textures. However, you can see here there's actually a stepped bezel which further reinforces the slightly vintage vibe of this classic 1986 automatic. On the other side, there is a sign crown, which isn't always the case at this price point. The crown is well sized, making hand winding an ease. Now let me put this on the wrist and show you guys how it wears. Alright, let me do a slow wrist roll. There you go. So the classic 1986 automatic 42mm case size is a tad large for a dress watch, although it still wears decently on my 6.75 inch wrist. You can see here the lugs don't overhang. For a dress watch, I probably would have preferred something like 40mm case size instead. It's also a bit thick, at 13 millimeters, probably due to the Miyota 8 series movement and this dome sapphire crystal. Although it still manages to squeeze underneath a shirt cuff, although just about. So overall, I would say that the classic 1986 features a simple design, but it isn't boring by any means due to this lovely sunburst dial. The dial is elegantly executed with a slight vintage touch that references the aesthetic norms of the 1980s. So in conclusion, I believe the Black by Blue Brave Classic 1986 automatic punches above its price point at less than 300 Singapore dollars. It's not only well-specced, But it also has this alluring dial that separates it from the generic dress watches or even fashion watches that one often sees at this price point. Now you can see how I keep playing with the sunburst dial. I love how it transforms in different lighting conditions, and the retro touches really elevates it from some of its competition. It looks right at home with a suit. So if you're looking for a classic looking everyday watch that will withstand the trials and tribulations of everyday life without burning a hole in your wallet, then I think that you can consider this classic 1986 automatic from Black by Blue Brave. So those interested in purchasing from Black by Blue Brave can use the promo code WASOSHIOK for 25% off all items on your web store. After the discount, the classic 1986 automatic can be had for just $284 Singapore dollars, making it an attractive value proposition.